One of the many things whenever I meet people in football, people in sport industry, they continue to mention to me that the Cambodian Premier League is rising. It is being seen by the world. It is a very good league that is developing, that is a top-notch league already. Hello, Peter, good to see you. Thank you so much for having me today. My name is Peter Koo. I'm the General Manager of the Cambodian Premier League. We are a league that consists of 11 clubs, the top professional football league in Cambodia. And we represent for the country, and we do what we can for the country.
Yes, thank you, sir. Let's begin our interview. For the first question, I want to ask you that how would you evaluate the progress of the Cambodian Premier League last season and also the new season, and what key improvement for the league so far, sir?
No, thank you so much for that question. Actually, I travel a lot. I travel a lot abroad, and one of the many things whenever I meet people in football, people in sport industry, they continue to mention to me that the Cambodian Premier League is rising. It is being seen by the world. It is a very good league that is developing, that is a top-notch league already. And so even when I speak with many of the foreign players here in Cambodia who is playing in the Cambodian Premier League, they also mention to me, look, our league is so good compared to some other leagues and so forth that they've played before. So it's a testament of who we are, and I think the progress that we've made so far within this last few years is incredible. Especially this past season, the fact that we were able to go all the way to the final for Prakandik Svaidiang Football Club to go in the AFC Challenge League final is, first of all, it's very difficult, but quality of the players and club itself is the reason why it was able to reach there. And the quality of players and club can only be good if the league can provide that opportunity and platform for that development to occur. So I would say, and this is not about me, but it's really about the team of the CPL and all the clubs, that they've been really pushing themselves to go from one level to the next. And currently, I've been telling our staff as well is, look, we have so much potential. All the other leagues and the nations are looking at us and saying, this is such a great league. Let's think ahead and let's look at our long-term vision of being a top league in Southeast Asia and go for that with data management, with increase of the quality of competitive balance within our league, and also the increase of more strong Cambodian players that can be developed through our league as well as foreign players through our league.
Yes. So based on the reason, and you also mentioned about that, but I want specific, like for another question, what the main goal and the long-term vision for the CPL in the coming season to raise its quality and professionalism for the league?
So our long-term or vision as a league is to be the top league that is competitive with all the other leagues around Southeast Asia. So meaning in valuation, in quality, as a competitive league, and also competing internationally. So we want to be the top in Southeast Asia. And at the moment, although we may not be in the ranking of the top tier yet, but we are in that progress. And I believe that we have set a KPI to move one step at a time in terms of ranking as well. Some of the aspects that we're really working on with professionalism is our mission actually is to be proactively perfecting the product. So the product of Cambodian Premier League. And that comes with competitive balance. So how can we make things more complete? So we're looking into some of the data areas, even so with video analysis areas, to work with third-party companies and to do a league-wide deal as we can. If the discussion goes through, then we're able to make each and every club, whether you're a top club with resources or not, that everyone will have the platform to use like video analysis to scout players from foreign countries or to have video analysis of their current players in Cambodia. And by doing so, it actually levels up. So some of the technological aspect we hope to see within our league. I think this is something that we're really working on is the budget side as well. How can we as the league support in terms of subsidy for the clubs, and we've finalized the details and we're working on that with the clubs at the moment to help the elevation of the clubs, because I would say the league cannot be a league without the club, and the club cannot grow unless the league, us ourselves, really try to help the clubs. And that comes with even with the club licensing aspect. How can we push the clubs to be at a better level, and the clubs themselves push themselves at a better level? And to be honest with you, football is all about competition. As long as you're competitive, you want to be better, right?
Yeah.
And so we want to create that atmosphere for the clubs and for the fans. And when the fans are being supportive, they push the clubs, they push the league, then we together, we will grow as a league. So that's one aspect. Within our CPL itself, we are working on different things like especially some fan engagement activities that will make our league more professional. We've already created a platform called the CPL Play, which is a gamification center. So with this center, fans can purchase player card, which is like a digital card that they can keep for their own selves, so that they can trade with their friends, or they can use it as their own, pride that, oh, I have this card of this player. And then you can use that and receive the coins, or not coins, how do we say, CPL stars, which is like a coin that you can play different games within this. So it's a fan engagement activity that we're trying to do with all the fans. So we're trying to develop more and more, make the atmosphere and the environment of our football clubs and the league itself at a higher level as what we should be at the moment.
So that's your great insightful.
Thank you.
Another question, like you mentioned that the Cambodian club representative in the international competition,
Yes.
that really did a great result for previous season. For the question is, in what way the CPL helping the club become more competitive?
So, competing in the global arena it has to do with how well you do internationally. So, for example, last year, because Manager Koo Ja Hyeon Football Club did well to get to this level of, and the points that we were able to allocate and gain, by doing that, this next 2 years later, basically, we will be receiving what we call 2 slots for the AFC League 2. Which is a very elite level. So we're going from AFC Challenge League, the 3rd tier, into the 2nd tier. And then hopefully if we do well over there, so we have 2 slots, meaning 2 clubs will be playing there, then we will be able to go into keep going step by step. And to be honest with you, from our competition target, the objective that we have with international competition is this year and next year compete in the AFC Challenge League competitively, as we want to win the Challenge League. Because last year we already went to the final. So we want to win the Challenge League. And after that, we want to compete highly, at least round of 16 and move forward in the AFC League 2 for the next few years. So those are our target. Now, how can we do? What can we do? In terms of subsidy, AFC and AFF, they provide subsidy for the clubs that participate. So from that, they gain and they can utilize that to develop their stadiums, develop their players, and all of these aspects. So they have provide. From our standpoint, we're trying to work with them as much as we can to represent in the international platform. For example, with understanding some scheduling aspects. How can we make sure that the clubs, we understand the situation and make sure that they are able to compete internationally? And the other aspect is we are going to, as a league, push for the AFC club licensing. If you do good in the club licensing side, then you will also be at the right level to compete internationally. So from our side, we are working on that at the moment. And for the clubs that are unable to really fulfill into those arenas, we are working with them so that they can be competitive to be able to compete in the international levels in the future. So again, it goes in the whole idea of competitive balance. How can we make the whole league itself strong so that when they compete against other clubs from other countries, that it will be strong. So it starts from our league and us being a strong league.
Yeah.
And that's why this year and last year we did not have League 2. And one of the reasons for that is because we wanted to quality control the Cambodian Premier League, the top division. Focus on that, work on the clubs. And hopefully we're able to begin the League 2 in the future. And by doing that, it creates a competitive balance because there's relegation and promotion system. So again, competition. The clubs, in their minds, they have to push themselves in order to compete, stay in the top division, yes? So that's why it will create that dynamic of more competitiveness. Yeah.
We already talked about the senior team or the club. My question is, want to focus, how is the league working with the club to develop more talented player and also academy player to ensure a steady pipeline of the young talent?
Yes, that's a fantastic question. So to create that steady youth academy system, right now how in Cambodian football works, you have your own football school at the bottom, the grassroots level. Some clubs, they have the under 10 and so forth, but mostly it's more like a football school. Then after that, you have under 13. Some clubs do it, some clubs don't have. But under 15 and under 18, most clubs already have. And that's the alignment, right? But what we're missing at the moment is this gap between under 18 and Cambodian Premier League. That's a big gap because 18 years old, once they graduate, they have to be competing against very experienced players, right? It's very difficult. So in order to close this gap, we are creating what we call the Cambodian Development League. And what this Cambodian Development League does is it's going to give opportunities for players to compete at a high level, but not to the point where it's the top level yet. So we're scheduling it out according to the Cambodian Premier League fixture. But at the same time, the regulation for this Cambodian Development League, it's going to limit foreign players, but give more opportunities for the Khmer players, especially the under 22 or under 23 players. So it's going to create, what will happen is when these players get more playing time and being valued by the club, having more opportunity to play and get the experience, those players will become the next players within this next year, 2 years, 3 years for the Cambodian Premier League. So we're looking at not only this coming year, but we're looking at 5 years and 10 years. Because the 20-year-old, if they play a lot right now and they get good experience, they will become the star player or a good player that will play for the next 10 years in the Cambodian Premier League, as an example. So we will start the Cambodian Development League as we can this season, and then move forward with that. Yes.
For Development League, may I know more detail about it? It's the same like the Cambodian League 2 or like the Reserve League? I mean, like in Europe, also have Reserve League.
Yes, it's really cool that you know about the reserve leagues. A lot of leagues around the world, they have this system. Some call it into the next pro. Some call it reserve league. Some call it in under 22. There are different names for it. For us, the reason why we're doing it as a development league is because it's not only about the players itself. So it's not just the players that I mentioned earlier, but also about the development of referee, development of management. So the human resource side of football is very important to become a very good professional club, a quality professional club. So we are providing this platform for the referees, let's say new referees that have refereed youth academies, youth competitions. They will be able to come up to the development league and referee, gain experience, as much as experience that they can in the development league. And by doing so, it can be the next step for them to join into the Cambodian Premier League as a referee. So we are providing that gap again. not only for the players, but also for the referee department. But not only that, but even for the clubs to develop their management members, human resource side, administration, team manager, even coaching staff. So the coaches who does not get opportunity to coach in the top division, especially the local Khmer coaches, for example, they will have the opportunity to coach in the Cambodian Development League, especially with the young players that they get to work with. So then they get the chance to develop themselves as an experience for them. Yeah. So this is the alignment process and idea that we are doing. Yeah.
So is the Development League kick up the same calendar like the CPL?
So the fixture and all of this scheduling will be mentioned to the public soon. We will let everyone know. Our regulation is finalized. We've already talked with the clubs and we are just finalizing the details and we will be disclosing. But it will begin after the Cambodian Premier League starts. Okay. So the Cambodian Premier League will start first and then we'll progress into the Cambodian Development League. Yeah.